More of a methodical pace, Brent. I think in this one, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu into the center position. The 9-foot shot. Rebound, Atlanta. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Off the inbound pass, and Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Shea ready to go once he got it.
Here's Adebayo. And good that time. Adebayo's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And it's Shea missing. The Trae. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Young with no one around. Pass to Shea. Hawks passing it around. And it's off from three-point range. Adebayo with the ball. Okongwu covering.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
Young for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got his second basket of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Johnson against Adebayo. Okongwu grabs the boards. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after.
On defense, the Hawks. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. It's good.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Young outside. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Shea wide open. Connects from three-point range. Shea's got 6.
A true highlight of Ricochet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond. Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
For the finish, clinks the dunk off the rim.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Ware passes to Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 18.
Well, Bam Adebayo is so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
And here's Young from the arc. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat with the lead. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running in the first quarter.
And here's Young from the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. Here's Anderson. Good. Nice job down low.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Young for three. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. It's been an excellent game. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got LeVert. Niang out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the one. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
The Heat making a switch here. Rozier's checked in.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Miami leading by 9. For the three. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. For Atlanta, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Nance passes to Krejci. Three-pointers off the mark. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in. Ricochet, he's checked in for Atlanta. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anderson, he's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. Here's Ricochet. He has 6. Rebound by the Heat. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now LeVert. Still without a basket. Out to Nance. Here's the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And they'll get another chance. Fires the three. And Rizichet. A bucket on the assist by LeVert. 9 points for Rizichet. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Anderson. He's got 8. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brett, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses. Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Duncan Robinson. On its way from Young for 2. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Rozier. Miami no good on that time either.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Young way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Now just a 4-point Heat lead.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Rozier for 3, and again it's the Heat missing.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Young no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Daniels. To the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Bucket is good. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Rozier. Hasn't made one yet. And that time, also a missed shot. He can't get it to go. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat out front, up by 2. Jets, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Get ready for the half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
And here's Adebayo outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple. Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And that one is good. Adebayo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Trae Young grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 1-point game. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Young's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. They get it back. Goes back up. Another miss by Young. And the Heat shooting here about 46% for the game. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Young fires away from outside. Okongwu kicks to Young. Stolen by Hero. And here's Adebayo outside. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Reza Shea's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Okongwu finds Young. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good on the 3-point shot. Young's got 25 points.
They're playing heads up right now, Trae Young. I'm amazed at how creative at times he can be. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Again, Young missing. The Heat with the lead. Here's Adebayo. Rebound by the Hawks. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and they take the lead. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. Trae Young finds his. He's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Johnson outside. Young looking it over. Back to Johnson. He got it up. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. A great. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Atlanta, Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Krejci in a point. Miami trailer. And here's Anderson from the arc. And with the rebound. Niang with the ball. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Niang's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anderson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Chalk up 2 there.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
They get the rebound. Here's Capella. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
I like it when Capella looks to score like this, especially when he's got that kind of positioning.
Now here's Anderson. Robinson a screen on Capella. And that one drops for him.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Basket counts. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Man. Takes a 3, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Young's checked in for the Hawks. The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Highsmith. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Man passes to Niang. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
There's the triple. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. Niang's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Man gets the bucket.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Robinson passes to Hawkins. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. LeVert kicks to Young. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Heat. Seven left in the fourth quarter. Robinson for 3. And with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Young for 3. Highsmith grabs the miss.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Robinson for 3. That one doesn't go. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Young against Mitchell. Looking to get it going. Young's shot is off.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Trifecta!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Niang finds LeVert. Off target from downtown. Here's is Larson. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Anderson.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Ingram. Lots of room. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And Burks gets it to go. And we're about a minute into the first. Kicks it to Quickly. Pirtle with a screen on Hero. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And they'll keep possession. 6 to shoot. Here's Ingram. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, putting the length to work, Ingram secures the ball and finishes the play strong.
Back to Adebayo. Hero for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Toronto, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Shoots from the elbow, and that one's good. Ingram's got 6 points.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
19-footer. Has to wear. Kicks it to Hero. Over Quickly. Hero, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Fade away. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. From the wing, Hero with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6. Shoots over Burks. And it's Ingram with the basket on the assist by Pirtle. Give him 8.
Well, Ingram has great scoring instincts. He knows how to find shots and capitalize on them.
Hero. And that's good from 17 feet.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Ingram. Rebound Miami. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Hero. Right side Burks. Lays out. Adebayo from long range. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto trailing. Outside Ingram. Over Wiggins. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Ingram's got 10. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Here's the pick. Shot from the top of the key. Counted. Good.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Hero. He has 7, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And so Hero nails both of them. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Here's Abaji. Shoots over Anderson. Here's Mobo. Jaquez covers. Second chance effort. Miami grabs the miss.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Outside Anderson. And that's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
They've got Davion Mitchell. Jaime Jaquez out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Shed, still without a bucket. Over Mitchell, and it's Shed missing. And it's Miami's ball. Outside, Anderson. They grab their own miss. Pass to Larson. It's Anderson on the wing. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J. Anderson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that block.
Abaji can't hit. Heat leading by 3. And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And it's Miami's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So for Miami, Adebayo comes in for Anderson, and it's Highsmith in for Jaquez. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. Here's Larson. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
The Raptors have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Barnes. It's Barnes on the wing. Fades and shoots. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Barnes has got his first 2 points.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking a shot.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Rozier, the pass to Adebayo. Over Barnes. Miami, no good that time either.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Pirtle. Highsmith grabs the board. Heat leading by 6. Adebayo in the post. Covered by Pirtle. Yeah, that one's good. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Adebayo against Barnes. Now here's Adebayo, guarded closely. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Here's Ingram. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Hero, he's checked in for Miami. A minute 15 left in the second. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A minute 15 left to play in the first half of basketball. Basket counts.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Puts it up from 15. Hero, no good. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Ingram, and he drains the quick shot. Ingram's got 18.
Yeah, crafty play there by Ingram, using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
A clear look for Hero, and he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's Ingram. The rebound by Ware. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Over Ingram. Hero, no good. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just under 40% from the field. And that one drops. Ingram's got 20. Miami has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Hero. And Miami again with the bucket.
And just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
Here's Ingram. The shot, no good. It'll count. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. Raptors trail by 4, and a fast break now for the Raptors. Ingram with the ball. Now Burks defending, and they pick up 2. 22 points for him.
Quite simply, Brandon Ingram is a point getter, so he will absolutely take those on the break.
Here's Hero. Pirtle grabs a miss. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. Here's Hero. He's got 13. Over quickly. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 15.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
For Toronto, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. He nails it, and we're tied. Ingram's got 26.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Hero against quickly. Hero with another miss. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Ingram. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Heat have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Hero. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. He's got 17.
Well, that's a high skill level shot that's difficult to contest. The turnaround was the right move there.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Miami has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. It's Hero on the take. The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Hero. Six on the shot clock. Fires it. That doesn't go either for Hero. Toronto trailing. Ingram with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. And that one's good. Ingram.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Fires from the wing. That doesn't go either for Hero. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. For the lead. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shot on the wing. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. The Raptors shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Here's Pirtle. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Good chance here for Barrett. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Raptors lead by 2.
You got to stay right up on Barrett. He's so solid at feeling out the defense and pulling up off the dribble.
Charity stripe shot. And again, no good by Miami.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Rebound Miami. Outside Robinson. Free throw line jumper. Rebound Toronto. Mobo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith checked in. Lawson, he's checked in for Toronto. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. Anderson pulls it down. Miami trailing. 19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Five on the clock. And he's whistled for the 5-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And so here is Toronto. Here's Abaji. Oh, no good on the last second. Attempt there. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Highsmith. Lets it go from the wing. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Raptors lead by 4. Barnes in the post. Pounded by Rozier. Fade away to create some space. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense was there, but he does a great job of creating separation with the fadeaway. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so here is Toronto. Miami making their last shot. Barnes, no good. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Rozier, the pass to Highsmith. Good on the baseline, Jay. Highsmith's got his first basket.
What vision from Rozier there. Seeing his teammate was wide open and making the right pass.
Here's Barnes. Fades back. Again, the miss by Barnes.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Robinson can't hit. The Raptors with a lead. Right side Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Highsmith. No good. That would have tied it.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now here's Barnes. Shoots over Robinson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Rozier. Nails the wide open jumper.
Always looking to generate offense. Rozier is never far from his next shot.
The shot. Barnes, no good. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. To tie it up. Yep, that one goes. Now that makes it a tie ball game.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Rozier looking around. Over quickly. That one rolls around and rims out. The Raptors have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. And again, Toronto, no good.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Quickly against Rozier. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Rozier. Clock at 6. To take the lead. Robinson can't hit. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Here's quickly. Cash!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Adebayo. Bobo with the rebound. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Substitution on the court.
40 seconds left in the fourth. They set the pick. Here's Hero. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
In these moments, Hero knows he has to step up, so he works hard to find the bucket.
Now here's Ingram. Barnes with a screen on Burks. Ingram. And Hero grabs the board. And so here is Miami. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. To take the lead, Adebayo up top. Hero on the wing. He got it up in time. Oh, no good. We're headed for overtime. Regulation. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3. Now here's Hero. Over Quickly. Hero no good. Ingram with the ball. Now Burks defending. From the top of the key. And that one's good. Ingram. Ingram's got 30.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
The Raptors shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Miami making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Rebound Toronto. And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Ingram up top, defended by Burks. Count the basket. Ingram's got 32 points in the game. The turnaround. Hero with the bucket.
Well, it's almost impossible to stop that turnaround, Jay. That's a shot he worked on endlessly in the offseason.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Money on the 19-footer. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter. For Miami, they've gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go at OT. Anderson for 3. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And here's Ingram. Barnes a screen. Pulls up on the wing. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
And this guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ingram. Anderson pulls it down. This one for 3. Money from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Burks against Ingram. Shoots over Burks. And he sinks it. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack. A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
Outside Ingram. From the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. Things look, Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Alongside...
It's the NBA line. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, in the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniel. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Johnson sends the screen for Young. Good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. And that's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David.
He's really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Shot from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Okongwu. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Ingram can't get that one to fall. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Young with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Top of the key. The Hawks again can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Ingram, he sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 8 points for him. A slow start for Atlanta in this one. 4-point game. A nice shot by Young. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Ingram. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Can't do this against Ingram. He's good at seeking out contact and finding ways to get to the line.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
A nice shot by Young.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Here's Ingram. And the shot is good. Ingram's got 12 points in the game. The Hawks trail by 4. Now Young. He's got 8. Fires from 18. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Young's shot is off.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Ingram after the miss from Trae Young. Over Young. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Ingram. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. The Hawks trail by 6. Young outside. Over quickly. Young's shot is off. Raptors are gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Ingram missing. The Hawks shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Young, good.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Here's Ingram. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Raptors. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Walter, and it's Abaji in at the force. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Raptors with the lead. Here's Abaji. Lets it go from deep. All alone. LeVert grabs the miss. The Hawks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Tipped away. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Abaji. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Abaji's got 4 this quarter. Abaji's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Niang. Pass to Nance. And with the bounce pass. Here's Niang. Lock at 6. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Abaji, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Abaji's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Pass to Niang. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. This one for 3. Mobo with the rebound. From the baseline. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. And has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Launches a 3. Krejci, no good. Raptors leading by 6. Baseline jumper. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Here's Niang. One-on-one fast break. Lots of room. Good on the jump shot. And the Raptors lead by 8. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. There's the screen. Fades away. The kick out to Barnes. Nails the wide open jump shot. Barnes has got his first basket.
You've got to keep an eye on Scotty Barnes. I don't care where he is on the floor. This guy an opportunistic scorer.
Kept alive. Young outside. Will it go? There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Raptors leading by 10. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Here's Young. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now here's Barnes, following the missed shot by Onyeka Okongwu.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Here's LeVert, pass to Young. Over quickly. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Uncovered. Okongwu kicks to Young. Over quickly. Young left side. Over quickly. Young, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now with... All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The front court is Rizuche and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing here by 8. Okongwu kicks to Young. Over Barrett. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Okongwu. And that's 18 points for Trae Young.
With the bucket.
Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Shoots it. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Raptors lead by 8. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
And this kid, Rizuche, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Assist from
Ingram outside. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in, and the shot goes down.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Barrett, back to Ingram. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 8. Young is double. Just his first attempt. He can't hit that time. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Ingram. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got rebound number 8 now on the night. There it finds Ingram. Puts one up from 19. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ingram's got 6 here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Raptors leading by 10. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Ingram can't get that one to fall. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
Here's Young. He trains the quick shot. Young's got 22 points.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Ingram. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 8. Young looking it over. Fires from 14. Toronto grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Reza Shea. And that one's good. Ingram.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Misses, and he wants that one back. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Raptors leading by 10. From 17 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Ingram's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Okongwu's shot is good.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
And it goes down 2 points. 30 points for Brandon Ingram.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Young, no good. Ingram outside. Over Daniels. Out to Ingram. Over Daniels. And that one released in time, but no good. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. You've got Jakob Poeltl, and it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Abaji's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. Here's Krejci. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Pass to Poeltl. Shoots over Capella, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
I think it's a big help when Poeltl can make the mid-range. It forces the defense to bring the bigs out of the post, and it really opens up things.
Here's Capella. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Lawson in the corner. Back to Poeltl. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Capella. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Niang. Abaji pulls it in. Raptors leading by 13. Here's Pirtle out left to the wing. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Niang. A fader. Pirtle's shot is off. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Lawson against LeVert. Capella. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pirtle's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here he goes. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Lawson. Rebound by the Hawks. LeVert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Niang. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Niang's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. Pulls it from 20. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Fades back. Yep, that one goes. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Check out the big man running the floor. Pirtle on the rim run. His reward is a bucket.
Alter pulls it in. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lawson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A free throw good from Lawson. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Time running out for the Hawks. Young, right side, over Lawson. The Hawks again can't hit. Raptors shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Ingram attacking. Inside, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. Okongwu grabs the board. That has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. On its way from Young for 2. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Brandon Ingram.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Fades and shoots. Nance gets the rebound. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Krejci passes to Niang. Can't connect from long distance.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center.
And good recognition there from Trey. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And his first shot of the game, no good. Young with the steal. Johnson finds Young. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Heat. And there's the call on Rizachet. That's his first foul. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's the three. Another miss by Young. And it's Miami's ball. Higgins outside. Back to Hero. Wing shot on the way. That's short off the rim. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young from outside. Atlanta again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, the guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
And the shot is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Okongwu. And yes, it's good.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Adebayo. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here is Young, following the shot by Alec Burks. Launches a three. Burks pulls it in.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Karis LeVert comes in for Daniels. The Hawks leading. And here's Young from the arc. Great D that time from Hero.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Atlanta shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Wash, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Now here's Wiggins, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Young against Hero. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by the Heat. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. That ties the game. 8 points for Bam Adebayo.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
That one good for 2. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here is Young. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Kyle Anderson, Duncan Robinson out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Anderson. Lets a floater go, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Nance.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
And the Heat making a change here. Rozier's checked in. A nice shot by Anderson.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. The shot's good from Nance.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out-hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
From about 19 feet, the kick out to Anderson. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And they pick up 2. Anderson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Aston Yang. This one for 3. They get it back. Launches it. Robinson pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Anderson. No good there.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Krejci, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Now, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career. But his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Anderson against Nance. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Larry Nance Jr. has all of the ability to be effective from there.
Puts it up from 12. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the 3. Here's Daniels, covered by Mitchell. Daniels, no good. Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Anderson kicks to Rozier. And finished off by Anderson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Nance. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Anderson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Here he goes. It's blocked. 1:11 left to play here in the half. Daniels from outside. The rebound by Anderson. The Heat leading by 6. Leaps for it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. For the Hawks, the Kongwu's checked in for Nance. Jalen Johnson comes in for Mann. And Trae Young subbed in for LeVert. Now, here is Young. Driving the lane. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep. Miami no good on that time either. Young from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 6.
Yeah, Trae's not going to pass up a shot like that.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Hero, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Beyond the arc. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that is massive. The 3 at the buzzer.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Anderson.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. The Hawks shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Young against Burks for the lead. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hero. Count that one. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Rizachet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Well, Rizachet does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Young fires away from outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Wiggins. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Lets the 3 fly. Again, Young missing. The Heat trail by 3. From the wing, uses the glass to drop it in. Hero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season. This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Hero, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Johnson can't hit. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. Here's Ware, and he gets it to go from the corner. Ware's got it all tied up now for the Heat. Stolen by Hero. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Johnson can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Young. And it's 6 points for Johnson.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Connects from three-point range.
And the range that Young has is considerable. His three-pointer is a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Hawks leading. In the corner, Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Young for three. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Heat have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Ware on the wing, Hawkins. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Here's Niang. Hawkins defending. Niang with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 2. And fourth quarter back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Robinson is out there with Jaime Hawkins. And it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5. Pass to Larson. Mitchell kicks to Robinson. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Hawks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Niang, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Capella. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Stolen by LeVert. A solo fast break. And the dunk by Capella.
And what timing. Capella getting up there, capping that one off.
From 18 feet away. Miami no good on that time either. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Krejci passes to Niang. Shoots over Hawkins. Niang no good. Miami trailing. Wide open. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. And Atlanta has possession. Here's Capella. That one goes in. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
Mitchell passes to Larson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Niang. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
To the left side wing. Heat moving the ball around. From 15 feet away, LeVert grabs the miss. And has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Where? Good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Man passes to Krejci. Here's Niang. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Hackett. The quick look, no good that time. The Hawks leading by 4. Takes a three. Niang, no good. Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Man, started by Robinson. Stolen by Mitchell. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And a deep three from Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9.
And after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Here's Hero. Outside for Robinson. Shoots over LeVert. Johnson with the rebound. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. It's good!
This is number 2.
7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Young from outside knocks down the 3. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
To the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the center position.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Burns the screen. Free throw line jumper. Outside Ingram. Over Adebayo. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Adebayo, that's good.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Ingram against Burks. Picked by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Heat. A good look from Wiggins. Offensive rebound. Right side Burks. Second shot opportunity. That one's good for 2.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Let's send it out to Ali LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Ali?
Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And it's Toronto with another.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
Here's Hero. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Very clever how he creates space against a bigger defender.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence, taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6. Fires from the wing, and that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Wiggins against Barrett. Fader on the way. Wiggins, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The shot by Ingram, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Count it.
Yeah, that's on the defense there. Now, you can't let Wiggins get this kind of positioning inside.
Here's Ingram. Outside Barnes. Back to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram on the wing. Again, the miss by Ingram.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Burks finds Adebayo. Pulls it from 20. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Ingram. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Ingram's got 10. The Heat have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
Barnes with a screen on Burks. Here's Ingram. Pass to Barnes. Back to Ingram. All sorts of time. Good. He's got 12. The Heat have gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Hero. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto trailing. Here's Ingram. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Pulls up on the wing. The shot comes out. Here's Hero. Give him 8. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Tries to keep it alive. Tyler Hero has been on display for the Miami Heat. He put together... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the 2. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji.
Heat foul. That is first personal foul. First team foul.
Puts it up. Walter can't get it to go. The Heat with the lead. Anderson for 3. Bobo with the rebound. And for the Raptors, they're shooting around 41%. Here's Walter. Money from 17 feet out. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Goes up on the wing. They grab their own miss. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Larson. Again, the Heat misses.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
The Heat have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. Pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
And again, no good by Toronto. A shot from the high post. Good on the bucket. And it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And the basket by Abaji.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Mitchell, the pass to Robinson. No one near him. Abaji with a rebound. For Toronto, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Abaji's got his second basket. Left side, Mitchell. Fires it. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Mitchell. And the Heat lead by 2. Here's Abaji. Tries again. That one falls. Abaji's got 6 in the quarter. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. From the top of the key. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Mobo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Miami with a rebound. 1:43 left to play in the half. The Raptors have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Agbaji's got 8 points. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 10.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Offensive board. Goes back up. Larson, no good.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's Larson. Yet to see a basket. Lawson with a rebound. The Raptors have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. It's scooped up. Here's Abaji. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Heat trail by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Mitchell, down low. Here's Larson. Shoots over Walter. Miami, no good that time either. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Wing shot on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses. Itaquez on the wing. That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Raptors up 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Over Ingram. Hero no good. Raptors lead by 4. Left side Ingram. Baseline try. And he hits the jumper. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Graham.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Drives to the hoop. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Heat trail by 8. Here's Hero. Barnes against Adebayo. Hero outside. Over quickly. Misses off the right iron.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Raptors lead by 6. Pirtle with a screen on Burks. Here's Ingram. Nice shot from the wing. Ingram's got 22 points.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively.
Here's Hero. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Clean jumper there by Hero. He really knows his shot well.
Here's Ingram. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got 10 points here in the second half. They set the pick. Here's Hero. And Miami again with the bucket.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
Right side Ingram. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Here's Hero. And he lays it up and in. Give him 20.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
From the high post. And again, Brandon Ingram. And the Raptors lead by 8. Burks passes to Hero. 1:22 left to play in the third quarter here. Fires, high post. Rebound, Toronto. Hurdle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Ingram. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Adebayo, no good. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Shed.
Miami foul. Davion Mitchell. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Second chance effort. Pass to Shed. Shoots over Rozier. And it's Shed missing. Heat trail by 8. Shot on the wing. Here's Highsmith. The 3 is up. Walter pulls it in. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. They get it again. Mobo kicks it out to Barrett. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Fast break Miami. Shot from the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. Highsmith's got his first points in this one. Now Barrett. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you? And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Duncan Robinson. Terry Rozier is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the 2 guard. From the wing, rebound Toronto. Outside Barnes. Unloads. It's hauled in by Robinson. Heat trail by 6. Over Barrett. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Raptors shooting pretty well at 45%. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, look at Barrett being resourceful on offense. Not passing up those mid-range shot opportunities.
Lets it go from the wing. Adebayo, no good. Raptors lead by 8. Fires it from 18. And there it is for him. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to stay right up on Barrett. He's so solid at feeling out the defense and pulling up off the dribble.
Robinson gets the bucket. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Barrett against Robinson. R.J. Barrett again. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end. Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Barrett. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Ingram. Barnes in the post. Wiggins on him. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and that one's good. Ingram's got 16 points here in the second half. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
The crafty play there by Ingram, using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
And that one, good. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Pirtle. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Here he goes. Fires it from 18. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Ware. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Ware's gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Ingram. Hurdle up top. Stripped it away. On the wing, Rozier. Guarded by Quickly. Rozier can't get it to go. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Toronto making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Burks, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Rozier. The shot by Ingram, no good. Heat trail by 10. Pass to Ware. Goes up on the wing. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Burks against Ingram. And again, no good by Toronto. The Heat have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Wiggins with it, now guarded by Barrett. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Stepping up in a big way. Woo! It's great to see Wiggins take and make these huge shots.
That's tipped. Barnes finds Ingram. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. He pulls it. Burks no good. Ingram against Burks. Shoots from 14, and that one's good. Ingram's got 34.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Toronto picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch. They really
love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Rizouche in at the three. Now Ingram. After the missed three from Trae Young. From the high post. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Again, Young missing. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebound, Atlanta. Pass to Rizouche. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A catch-and-shoot specialist, Rizouche, thrives in that role.
Ingram with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Ingram kicks to quickly. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Gets an open look and hits.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Young, no good.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
The shot's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Again, Young missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here is Daniels. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Into the lane. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Ingram's got 10.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
Shot from the wing. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's good from the top of the key.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Young from outside. In it goes after missing his first 7. Now shooting 1 for 8 this game.
And most of the time, you expect Young's three ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And here is Ingram, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. And it's good, 2 points. 16 points for him.
A natural-born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Toronto leading by 9. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Shoots a fader. Barnes can't get it to go. It could go. That one's not going to go. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
We've got Walter, and it's Shed in at the 1. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Abaji. Shoots it. That's good on the jump shot. Abaji's got his first points of the game. Here's Krejci. LeVert with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
But you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Shed. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And the basket by Krejci.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. The Hawks trail by 7. Aston Yang from the arc. Kept alive. Poked away. Fast break Toronto. Here's Abaji. And with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Abaji. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Capella hits the jump hook.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Walter. Nothing on the board. And the Hawks with the possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. LeVert finds Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Abaji. Pass to Shed. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And again, Toronto no luck.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
29 seconds left in the first half. A baseline J. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 2. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 17-6 run. And it's Capella missing. And so it's Lawson with it, bringing it up for the Raptors. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Raptors out in front, up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so in the game for the Hawks, the front court is Rizuche and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center, locking down the middle.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Releases. And that one's good. Ingram's got 20.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Goes back up. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Okongwu.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Rizuche. A miss that time would have put him up. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Quickly, rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready, quickly wanted to be a starter in this league. You've got to keep an eye on Scotty Barnes. I don't care where he is on the floor. This guy an opportunistic scorer.
Traps in the tray.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Barrett setting a pick for Ingram. The 18-footer is right on the mark. He's got 22. The Hawks trail it. Young fires away from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting.
Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Tries again. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Pass to Daniel. Tipped away and stolen by Barnes. Ingram outside. Baseline J on the way. That one goes. Count it. Now it's a 3-point Toronto lead. Young against Quickly. Back to Young. It's stolen by Barrett. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Ingram drops one in from the wing. Ingram's got 28 points for the game.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Johnson, the pass to Young. To the inside. That's tipped. Now here's Ingram. And he has 28 points for the game. Driving to the basket. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Young with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Here's Ingram. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Ingram's got 12 points here in the second half. Young for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Pass to Nance. Young outside. Good if it goes. Beat the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Young. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots over LeVert. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Barnes has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Toronto. Young taking his time here. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Side out. Trae Young. That's his first personal foul. 15 foul.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Off the inbound. And it's quickly missing. The Hawks leading. And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Young.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's quickly. Gay with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Ingram comes in for Scotty Barnes. Here's Barrett. The 15-footer. Good.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let them go to work.
And a deep 3 from Young. Rebound by the Raptors. Now the Raptors moving it up. Quickly kicks to Poeltl. Over Nance. Poeltl's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 3. Nance dishes to Young. Back to Nance. Over Barrett. Nance, no good. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Ingram. Good on the baseline J. Ingram's got 32 points in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Young fires away from outside. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter to take the lead. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
3-pointer. Niang in the post. Hurdles there. A second chance effort. Basket good. Niang's got his first points in this one. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Again, Toronto. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Nance. Jalen Johnson comes in for George Niang. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Karis LeVert. 46 seconds left in the game. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Ingram's got 43 points. And it's the Hawks' ball. 6-point game. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Young. Fires away from outside. That shot no good. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
So they foul intentionally.
That is first personal foul. 13 fouls.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And stolen by Barnes. So it's Toronto winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.